Chauncey Billups might be changing the game of basketball right now. Could basketball be looking at the beginning of a new role, one like baseball's closer? That's what Chauncey Billups might be hinting at with Dalano Banton, the Blazers' emerging fourth quarter specialist. I'm Anthony Goods, the Stanford gentleman that moonlights as an NBA scout, and we're going to dive into Dalano Banton's success this year and if this role really has a future in the NBA. And I want y'all to let me know if this fourth quarter specialist role does come about, who else would y'all want to see in that role? Let's dive in. Dalano Banton is a 6'9" guard with an explosive presence. He's been held back until late in games, coming in when other players are winded and then quickly making an impact. Last night was different, but most of this year he scored nearly all his points in the fourth quarter going up against tired defenders. He's a player that loves to put the ball on the floor and can get downhill easily, so if this is indeed a strategy, he's probably the best player for it. If this became a trend, let's break down the effectiveness of this role. Banton brings a fresh burst of energy attacking the rim and exploiting gaps in the defense that worn-down players can't cover. Two things I'll point out with this basketball closer scenario is that fourth quarter legs are a real thing and fresh legs are a real thing. But it does take a whole nother mental toughness to sit for a whole 3 quarters and come in the fourth quarter like the game just started. In my opinion, this role clearly requires a special talent, but I think even more so, you need a player with a special mentality. He's like a reliever coming in with a full tank when everyone else is gassed. And it's not just about scoring. His defensive intensity and decision-making are also on point. His fourth quarter stats this season are remarkable. In just 33 games, he scored 33 points on 16 of 19 shooting. The most notable stat is that he's hit 55% of his three-point field goals. This has always been a swing skill for him since he's so gifted at getting downhill, and he has positional size. A consistent three-point shot was like the only thing missing. When you look at the fourth quarter scoring stats from this season, Banton is in some elite company. He's number 6 in fourth quarter scoring this season, and he's also number 8 in fourth quarter assists. So not only is he scoring the ball, but he's also out there making plays. It's crazy to think that this player is only 24 years old. He's already been with a few franchises, and he's already producing at this level. He's definitely deserving of a bigger role, but at this point, if it ain't broke, why fix it? Here's what Coach Chauncey Billups had to say about his approach.
He's as confident as any player that you'll ever meet, He just thinks that's what he's supposed to do, which is what we all love about him. He was incredible. I feel like we needed a little shot in the arm defensively when I went with him at the start of fourth quarter. And obviously 20 points in one quarter is more than a shot in the arm, so I wasn't expecting that. But he's one of those type of guys that when he gets a rhythm, he's a really tough cover with his size and his skill set, his handle and things like that. So I was just happy to see him get going. I thought he fueled us, but those were the loud points, to be honest. But I just thought our defense was what really stood out, and got us to be able to pull away. He just, he fueled us though offensively for sure.
As you can see, he said he brought Dalano into the game because of his defense, which is key for anybody that's trying to come off the bench or some of the future fourth quarter specialists out there. The fourth quarter is such a crucial time that if you're going to be on the floor in the fourth quarter, you have to be an adequate
against the Suns a couple of nights ago with benefits. Played 11 minutes. Scored 12 points in that one. Made stuff happen with a couple of steals, and he's got a steal here as he rips it away.
From a scouting perspective, the closer role really could change things. Instead of looking for players that can develop into 30 to 40-minute contributors, some teams might look for a specialist who can come in late and deliver high-impact minutes against tired defenses. Might not be such a bad idea given the size of NBA rosters these days. But what we haven't discussed is the mental fortitude to be able to do this over a longer span of time. We're only at the beginning of the season here, but Dalano talks about it in a couple of interview clips.
You're the first trailblazer to score 20 or more points in 12 minutes. So congratulations for that. Could you talk about just coming in and having such an impact right away? We talked about it in Phoenix, and you do it again tonight here in New Orleans.
Kind of just going off what Chauncey always preaches to us, just staying ready. It could look different every night. Everything looks different every night with the talent that we have. So, you just got to stay ready. You never know when he's going to put you in there. It's not just for me, for anyone. So, and with that being said, just coming in, being aggressive. Guys looking for me as I, score a bucket and, kind of keep telling me keep going. And, with JG, DA, and Scoot, kind of all just passing me the ball, kind of asking Chauncey to run actions for me, continuing to get the ball to me. So, I can't really do that without my teammates. So, shout out to them.
seems kind of unusual. I mean, I've been covering the NBA for like 22 years. To see a guy not play at all in 3 quarters, and then not only come in and play so well, but feel like you can take the initiative and insert yourself into the main flow of the offense. How do you kind of get yourself in that?
It all goes with trust in the process, man. I'm not in the coaching's meetings, but just knowing that staying ready. I'm pretty sure that the staff and they all believe in the talent that I have. Knowing that games look different every game, so with the ball pressure stuff we have with the guys that are out there on the floor doing what they need to do, so it's kind of just based on what we need in the game. I feel like they always make the right decision. Coach Chauncey and the staff always makes the right decision to get the guys in the places that they need to be. So if that's me for the first quarter, then so be it. And if it's the fourth, then it's the same thing. We come in with the same mentality, trying to do the right thing. So.
Is it not discouraging at all to sit there for 3 quarters and watch your team be behind most of the time and wonder why you're not in yet?
Kind of controlling what you can control, man. Just knowing that you can't complain, you can't sulk. We're all professionals at the end of the day, so knowing you have to come in every day and be a professional. That's sticking to your routine, sticking to the work you put in, and what you can't control, you can't control. So I can't put myself in the game, but when I am, I can control what I do out there, and that's play my hardest, play to the way that they want me to play, and hopefully I get the best out of it.
This might be a weird question. Are you ever surprised at how easily you get to the rim? Because it seems like, particularly when you come in early, it's almost like a layup line for you, it seems like.
I don't necessarily think it's easy. We got DA setting screens. He's a big body to get around. And, just kind of trying to be aggressive coming out, knowing that I'm fresh legs. I could push the pace, I could play fast and play to my strength. And, the team allows me to do that when I do get in there. And, yeah, they help me do so. So, it's great.
After how well it's gone for you in the fourth quarter, 2 games in a row, are you intrigued by whether this could be an interesting formula for the Blazers to kind of come strong, when a lot of guys are tired in the fourth?
Yeah, like I said, my coach Chauncey puts us in the best position to do the best we can every game. They put up a great game plan for us, a great scout of the other team, and we have to go out and execute that. So I'm not thinking on whether that's me or the next guy up. But, we're all teammates and we all push each other for the best. So if that's me coming in the fourth or the first, like I said before, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna be down or be nothing, because we're all professionals at the end of the day, and everyone expects me to do my job regardless of how much time's on the clock.
I have to applaud his maturity. To be able to accept this role and excel at it at such a young age is impressive. It's unnatural for basketball players to go from being the man and playing 30-plus minutes a game your whole career and then switching over to become a fourth quarter specialist where the first 3 quarters you're sitting on the bench. It's tough to see that becoming the norm. That being said, in Dalano's case, I wonder if this role became a season-long thing and he had success, at what point would he want a bigger role? Because I feel like every player wants a bigger role. We want more responsibility. That's why we play basketball. We want to take the winning shot. We want to be the man on our respective teams. That's why we're in the gym every day putting in the work. Coming from the end of the bench, these micro roles are cool, but it's only good for the time being. Competitive players always want more. Banton's just 24 years old, and I'm sure if he keeps playing at this rate, this whole closer experiment is not going to last long. Banton's role might be evolving, but the idea of a basketball closer is intriguing. We'll see if Billups keeps this approach and if other teams start experimenting with fourth quarter specialists. But that's all I got. I appreciate y'all tapping in with me. Please hit the like and subscribe button. And I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. And don't forget to drop in the comments and let me know who else y'all think could be a fourth quarter specialist in today's NBA. And also be sure to let me know y'all thoughts in the comments on this whole fourth quarter specialist experiment. Do y'all think that it could last, or is this just a fluke over a few games? But that's it. And like always, keep shooting and I'll keep scouting.